Hey, how are you all doing? I have completed my move, I completed it a little while ago actually, but it's much better now where I'm at. But I'm not going to really get into specifics, personal reasons about it, but it's much better. I have much more transportation. I don't have any problems. It's safe, and yes, I'm staying here on Long Island. So anyway, I am making this weather update video because of the crazy weather we've had now. You know, when I moved, I thought wouldn't need to put in an air conditioner, but I really have been regretting it the past couple of days because the weather has been extremely warm, it's been extremely humid, and it's been absolutely disgusting. And just dew points in the 70s, very unusual for October. This is a symptom of climate change, whether you want to argue with me on it or not. That's the reality is I don't ever remember it getting like this in October, ever. September, yes. October, no. You might hear a little noise from the fan blowing up against the microphone. I don't know if that's going to affect the video, but anyway, let's go ahead and look at some information here. So the first thing we need to do is look at the temperature and humidity out there. Dew point is 71, so this is what it's been like the past couple of days here. And I'm just going to make this a little smaller so you can see. Okay, so I'm going to scroll down. These are the observations for Farmingdale. I'm going to just scroll down. You can take a look at these ridiculously high dew points. We are in October here. We have dew points in the 70s. And a lot of this is a result of moisture from Nate. And you see it's been humid for quite some time. The 7th, all the way back to the 7th, we've had high humidity. So from the 6th, pretty much all the way from the 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th, and today, we've been stuck in this disgusting humid air mass and experienced some really tropical August-like conditions. Some of this is due to the moisture from Nate. That's why we're getting some rain today. However, this is extremely unusual. Let me show you the text models to show you what's going on here. Alright, so these are the text models here. And you can see we are going to see some relief tomorrow from the humidity, but it's going to be 81. So it's been hot too. It's been way above normal. We're supposed to have highs in the 60s. Alright, this is like 15 degrees above normal. It doesn't really start cooling off until we get toward Wednesday. And that's still above normal, 74. So we go over here, we look at the extended range. And I'm using Farmingdale, by the way. That's the closest reporting site here. Is that we have, again, it gets warm again. By the weekend, it looks like it has it warming up again into the 70s, and the humidity will come back too. So we're in climate change here. So now I want to show you the computer models. Alright, let's start with the GFS here. You can see the moisture from Nate here. Alright, now if we're going to move it forward here, and you see it moves out, but you see we have this stupid ridge offshore, and it's going to stay there. It's not going anywhere so quickly. And we're going to have a backdoor front come through, so while it will cool off, we also have rain chances overnight Wednesday into Thursday, and we're not really going to see any nice, sunny, dry weather because of this. It's going to stall the front out. So when do we get out of it, you may ask? Well, this ridge just doesn't want to go away. You can see here we are definitely, you can see the ridge trying to come back on the weekend there, and we finally start to get out of it maybe a week from this Wednesday. So we have a whole nother week before we get into some more normal October weather. This is absolutely insane. This is not, and then it tries to bring up more moisture again. So it's like, this is climate change. This is global warming. The jet streams are wavier than they should be, and that's because, as I explained to you before, the difference between the... Let's just take this out to another view, and I'll explain this to you a little more here. Let's go. If you watch that guy, Paul Beckwith, and I really think you need to, go to North America view. Alright. Let me explain something to you once again. Alright, if you watch that guy, Paul Beckwith, again, I'll put his link in the video. He explains why this is happening. Because the Arctic is not as cold as it used to be. It's warmer than it should be. And tropics, the difference between the Arctic and the tropics is less. And the difference between the Arctic and the tropics is what fuels and steers the jet stream. Now, because we don't have as much of a difference, the jet stream is weaker, more diffuse, and more wavy. So instead of having a straight jet stream like this, or a normal October pattern, which should look like that, we're having these waves. And so we have maybe a big trough here, and then this huge-ass ridge over here. So that's what's going on with that. So again, we are in the midst of climate change. People don't want to admit it. You put on the TV, you put on the TV, the local meteorologists, and they just say how nice it is because they're paid off by the rich, by big oil, to continue to ignore the growing climate emergency that we are in. Yes, it's a climate emergency that we are in. All right, step outside. It's October. It's in the 80s and it's muggy. I think it's a climate emergency. All right, so that's why I put this video together, just to show you again, the changes we are experiencing. So I just want to look at one other thing, or maybe a couple other things here with the models. In regards to that, I want to go and look at temperatures. MSL. No, I want to look at temperatures. So it's thermodynamics to anomaly. Okay, let's see here. Here we go. All right. So as a result of this, you can see it's cooler. They got the cool air out west because, again, they got the huge trough out west, but we are just stuck in this ridge pattern. And you can see we're staying above normal right through. And we don't really start cooling down until later this month. And a lot of above normal still. A lot of above normal. So, yeah, we're going to have to wait a while. If you don't like this weather, and I absolutely despise it, it's going to be sticking around for a while. We'll get a little. Hopefully, it'll get this extreme humidity won't return, but you can't say it won't. I got to try to get an air conditioner in my new place. Trying to, because it's. I love where I'm at, and it's just great neighborhood, close to everything. But not having an air conditioner in this weather is just brutal. Let me tell you, it's brutal. Let me go to the Euro. Let's show you the Euro here for a minute. We're going to keep it in this climate, so let's see what happens here. See how above normal it is. It's ridiculous. All right, it's the cool air, but we're not getting it. It's just not happening. So, anyway, that's going to be it for this little weather update. I'm going to have a video I want to put together explaining more. Last week I was at the site where they want to build that huge mini city by Pilgrim, and I'm going to show you some pictures from that. Until then, take it easy, stay cool, and wake up, America. Wake up. We're in a severe climate emergency. It's time to do something now about it.